Hi, Berger. How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Oh, we're doing pretty good. I bet. How are you? Let's walk a little bit. All right, right here. Yeah, buddy. Wow. That was impressive.
Well,
It'll get a real there the way that it needs to be for me.
like Benny's was there.
That's why he whines so much, because he's probably still, he's not doing held pressure stuff, I don't think. So the pressure's on until you solve the problem. He hears pressure, starts freaking out, which is going to be something we're going to have to teach him, that it means you have a problem solved, or you just got corrected for doing something that you're not supposed to. Either way, don't get amped up, chill out. Okay, because that's a 4. Good. Nice, but he's thinking through it now. Good. Good boy, that's great. Pretty. I think it's real good. Come on. Yeah, I think it's real nice. Where are you, baby? There you are. Nice work. Very good. Wow. Those are smart dogs. Wow. Good boy. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's what we're teaching you. That's the stuff. That's it. See? Where is it, baby? There it is. There she goes. That's the same number that he was smelling at earlier. I'm going to go up a little bit. Good. There, that's a 6. I'm going to hang there until that squealing goes away, because I know a 6 is not made. I know it's not.
A 6.
I know it's not. There we go. Once he knows where to go to turn it off, all that will stop. Yeah, yes, you did do it. Yes, you did do it. Oh, yes, you did. Playing the game here. Yeah, wow. Very nice. And then look, good. Show him how to escape it. He didn't get any pressure that time because he moved with me. So that was on the whole time. The whole time. I think once he starts to get confident around us, we're going to
Yeah, when I first walked up to the car, it was big and bad, loud barking and growling.
Yeah, but he's so insecure about his family, he's just kind of like this. But as soon as he gets confident, I think you're going to see that there's a big brat under there. So. And that's the better of him actually having like serious, because he's hearing these dogs barking, he's not getting stressed, like panting, like really stressed, like a lot of dogs would. Might not be a super serious case. It might just be a dog who doesn't respect who's talking to him. You know, that, and he didn't understand the e-collar the way I need him to. I need him to get a correction and be quiet and calm down, not to flip out. I need him to also know when I'm teaching him something too. When you feel that stim, it just means you got a problem to solve. Don't tweak out. So these are things that'll clean up his reaction. Come on, Berger. So that's the same number he was just yelping at. So you see what I mean? Like, I know that's not an uncomfortable level because I know what these levels feel like. And I know that a 6 is not uncomfortable. But association goes a long ways. Look, good. Now he knows just come here and it turns off. So he knows how, he needs to know why it turns on, which is leaving the position, how to turn it off, which is going back. That takes away the stress and all the yelping of what do I do with this sensation? What do I do with it? We got barking dog. Nice. Good boy. I really like it. Got pressure on. Good. Same numbers. Still. Same number. Now it feels like there's like hardly any effect on it. But he was going, you know, before. 6. A 6 on this collar feels like nothing. Barely anything. Okay? Oh, watch this. Oh, nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. I want to play this game with him until he learns what I'm doing here. Good. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Break.
Woo!
Good
Good boy!
Marking right now. And he had an opportunity too before we started training. I let him out. Of course, the first thing we did when we went in was, we did a recall to make sure he could do it. He's already trained, so he did recall, and he came right to me and downed, and I was like, okay, so this takes most of what I do right out of the window. So I went for the next step, which is the submission. So I submitted him on his side, and then I let dogs in to see how he'd do with them. Didn't care about them. Come outside, have him on a long line, let him roam all about, not marking or nothing, because with me, he's going to fall into a different position in the hierarchy. So he's not sure. Now what he is doing is he's walking on eggshells, and he's going to test what he should and what he shouldn't be doing within the next few days. And those are my opportunities to show him what the pre-existing rules are. Okay? There's already rules here. He showed up and there's rules here. He will figure them out. Now, if he has a good head on his shoulders and he's like polite and he's respectful, then he'll see that every step along the way, I'm going to be there to guide him. But if he's just doing his own thing, and being independent, he's going to bump into these consequences. And then when he's ready to figure out why it's happening and how to avoid it, he'll look up at me, and then I'll show him. So he has his training. He needs a little bit of a change in his association to the collar. I'm going to clean up some of the commands. I'm going to clean up the heel especially, because that's just a little too wonky for my liking. I need it tighter. Look at the paw up and everything. This guy doesn't.
Explain the paw up.
He's just in between a thought, should I stay or should I go? He hasn't completely committed to just being here in this moment. His mind's thinking about stuff. That's a problem. That'll lead to him doing stuff. A dog, we need to teach the dog when to just kind of be passive and just be with us and hang with us, but not interactive to the environment until we say break. Okay, when I say break, now you can interact with the environment, but until then, just be passive. Most dogs that they come in here, they're interactive all the time. On the walk, they're looking for shit. Out here, they're marking on stuff. So what happens is when we're saying be passive, you see them flicking in between. They're passive, but I want to be interactive, and they're going back and forth. And what will happen is the dog will learn it after living with us. The cool thing about this place is he gets dropped off here. There's all these pre-existing rules that's built to set a dog up for success, especially dogs who are struggling. So he gets popped into this house with this pack and these people, and he just starts learning the ropes through us and through the dogs that are here. What we're not doing is we're not sitting him down and telling him all the rules and telling him how to avoid them and why they happen. We just allow him to discover them like it would in the natural world. He would just discover that a porcupine can hurt you when it's too late. And now I know porcupines can hurt me. That kind of stuff. On top of that gets the attitude good. Once the attitude's good, and I'm talking the things he's here for, going after bikes, going after all the wheels and the movement stuff, we're gonna be tackling all that. But then after that, he's gonna learn, I'm gonna get more detailed with the commands, tighten things up a little bit. Those two things together, while training the owner, is going to get this guy where he needs to go. I don't see it being a super difficult case. I'm hoping not. First read after being with him for 30 minutes is he's an insecure dog, but he has false confidence at home and he overreacts like any insecure dog. So if he sees something that makes him nervous or sees something that's new in the environment, he's gonna overreact rather than just being chill, maybe giving a little growl at something he's suspicious of. No, he just goes straight at it, loses his mind. Then it becomes a pattern behavior. Then those things on wheels become triggers. So I see one, this is what I do, I don't even know why anymore. The solution is setting it up so he triggers into that behavior we don't like, punish that behavior, reset, and then continue until he doesn't react in an aversive way to the things that he's currently reacting to. Shh. That's his warning. That was just a verbal. I'm going to see his knowledge right here on what I'm saying to him. I'm telling him don't pay attention to that. Good. Because that's what the conversation is. It doesn't matter what it is. You have to be able to say, right now, nothing's for you. And I do it through the lens of because it's mine. That's why we do the submission, and that's why we set up conversations where we might disagree about something, a dog, space, a behavior, something like that. and we can end with a submissive mind. So now that he'll understand that when I see him doing things I don't like, or I see him thinking about things I don't want him thinking about, I'll let him know. And then if he fights me on it, meaning he's not listening, then I'll correct him. And he'll understand that, and it'll end with him being submissive and doing what I say, and then getting a pat on the head. And that's a skill of how to go through these situations. We need to teach him how it works. Then it doesn't really matter what the situation is. He could be doing any behavior you don't like in any context. All you have to do is say no and correct, and you get a dog who settles down, calms down, and then listens to your direction. Those are the skills he needs. That's what it is. Plug in any situation that he struggles with, it works. Currently, I correct him and he goes, "Arf! Arf!" Can't have that. We can't have that. We need a dog to take a correction, relax, right? Or if he's making an error in a command, he feels the correction and then tries to look at us for guidance and think about what he did wrong and how he needs to be participating and learning, not just kind of, reacting to the environment. So we have some stuff to do. We have him for 4 weeks. We're gonna dig deep into his issues and really do a lot of setups where we set up the situation so that we can be in control of the environment. So they're controlled experiences so that we can control when he triggers, and then we can control the outcome. And we keep doing it until we get the outcome we want. And that will change his belief system as to how to behave towards these things. And then we go out in the real world and generalize it. And then we're good. And then we just need to get the owner in here and make sure that she can follow the instructions on how to keep him in line and how to correct him. Because it could be anything. Maybe something else comes up. He's young. Maybe in a year he starts, I don't freaking know. Maybe he starts marking in the house, I don't know, chewing on something that you don't want him to, eating plants that you don't want him to. Anything can happen. It doesn't matter what he's doing wrong. You see what I mean? People come with a laundry list. It doesn't matter. What matters is if you say no, does he listen? And if you say no and he doesn't listen, what do you do about it? That's what it's all about. The skill of him learning how to get out of a situation that when you confront him, hey, what are you doing? He needs to learn to submit, stop what you're doing and submit, and don't do it again tomorrow. That's the answer. No matter what it is that he comes up with, that he starts doing. Right now it's going after bikes and wheels, I guess. Probably reactive to dogs. Is he reactive to dogs?
Very.
There you go. How about people?
Yes, FedEx men, UPS men.
There you go. So this guy's barking
Runners.
and running up at them and lunging. Okay. So we'll be doing all that. I just wanted to get to know him today and feel where his knowledge is on the. I'm not going to tell him no. I'm going to let him do it. You want to bark at the guy here? Do it, because that equals punishment. Do it as many times as you want until you don't want to do it anymore, and that's how you solve these problems. That's how we solve these problems. So I'm not going to tell him anything. I'm not going to tell him a command or anything. I want to see what he does, so that I can catch him doing the thing I don't like, so that I can punish it, so that science can help me out and make it less likely to happen tomorrow.
Hello.
Hi.
Can we put it down there, or one of you want
I'll
to
take it.
Oh, that's great. That's perfect.
Working with a dog that usually barks at delivery people.
Ah.
I'm sure you're used to that,
Yes,
right?
I am. Thank you.
Thank you. You
I
too.
appreciate it. Boy, so he's watching the whole thing happen. He's not doing anything wrong here. If he were to go in front of me, like if he were to just take a few steps and go in front of me and start staring at the van, even though he's not lunging or barking, that's going to get corrected too. Because he's going in front of me and then deciding how to deal with the situation. I want to be able to tell him how to deal with the situation. I don't want him just reacting. So he'll get punished if he even just starts to do this towards her and then stop. Okay, so he's not doing anything, which is the better of the two, right? He'll get less stiff as he does this more. He knows what he's not supposed to do, I think. Pretty sure he's aware that he's not supposed to be doing these things, because I never told him not to go after a delivery kid. So, hello, my darling. This is a good boy. So I went after respect first with him before trust. So I'm building my trust now by letting him know, hey, I like what you're doing.
Your hair's crazy.
All that. First thing I went after was respect. I let him know that I'm a person that will correct him over things I don't like if I see him doing it. So now he's just like, okay, what does he like and what does he don't like? Which is exactly where we want our dog when we're trying to get them to shape to us. Okay? Are you wanting to be outside? is good so far.
Where's the doggy?
So again, it's just resources, right? I'm claiming the people. I'm claiming the male person. I'm claiming the dogs, the food, the couch, the space, all of it. It's all that simple of a conversation. Don't touch it because it's mine. If I say break, okay, now you can come over to it, then you can come over to it. But as soon as I say leave it alone and come back to me, come back to me. This is the basics of what we need in our relationship with the dog. When it comes to resources, will they respect us around them? Break.
Woo, good boy!